Yesterday, my dad and I went and got some Lego sets at some very good prices. I've made a couple videos talking about how I've been getting good prices in the past, and this is like the new best way if you're able to do it. And this is what I'm gonna call the Facebook Marketplace technique, or the Facebook Marketplace way, because my goodness, the sales that you can get through Facebook Marketplace, if you find the right person posting the right things, is absolutely crazy. You see, the other day, my dad was on Facebook Marketplace and he was looking for just different sets that were on there. And one set that he saw that caught his attention was the Titanic Lego set. You see, this is a set my dad has been wanting for a very long time, but it's just been way too expensive for him to go and justify spending that kind of money, which it's like $680, I believe, which is insane. But he found the Lego Titanic listing and it was only $400. Plus, my dad talked with the guy a little bit and he said that he'd be willing to do a couple of sets trade as like value for it. So my dad traded 2 Harry Potter sets that he was going to be selling otherwise for $100 worth of credits, and ended up getting the Titanic for $300 basically out the door. The $300 plus both of those sets, which were the Hogwarts dorm rooms gift with purchase, and then the Harry Potter grand staircase gift with purchase. So yesterday we went and we drove to this person's house to pick up the Titanic, already built, no box, but instructions were included with it. We went, and eventually, after a little bit of a drive, it was a little ways out, not too far, but a little far. Once we got there, we went, met the guy, said hi, and then that's when we saw it. This dude had an amazing selection of Lego sets here. Okay, he had a whole bunch like in his garage. He had like a whole bunch of like new sets, some used sets and stuff like that that you just like is selling. And that's where the rest of this video comes into play. My dad and I were both in absolute shock when we saw all the different sets, including a lot that we were like, ooh, those are ones that we've kind of been wanting a little bit, and some of them that I was like, oh wait, I actually really need that one. And the one that I saw that really caught my eye that I was needing still for like the ones I was collecting was the Trash Compactor Diorama Lego Star Wars sets. And I saw that and I'm like, ooh, how much for that? Keep in mind, the retail price was $90 and it's retired now. He was selling it for $60. As soon as I heard that, all right, buy. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm buying that for sure. So yeah, that's how I got the amazing Trash Compactor Diorama set, which is the last one that I was kind of needing up until this point, because right now I have the Death Star Trench Run and the Dagobah Swamp one, which are the original 3, plus I also have the Death Star Throne Room one. So I have like all of them except for now the newest one being the Endor one, the Endor speeder bike chase, which came out the same time as the Death Star Throne Room set one, and then the newest one coming out in a couple of days, I believe, May 1st, that being the Pod Race Diorama. Yeah, it is absolutely insane that I was able to get this for only $60 just because we found the right person who just happened to buy a whole bunch in bulk and get good deals on it, so he's able to sell it at a profit still and have us get a good deal on it as well, especially for a set that's retired. That's absolutely amazing. So my dad and I were talking with him and looking at the other sets, and then my dad was looking and he saw one which was the Lego Indiana Jones 150 Temple Escape like diorama set, and that was the last Indiana Jones set that we needed because they did the 3, and we're like, oh, how much is that one? He said it was $100. Everything was there. The box was a bit beat up and it has been opened, but all the bags were still sealed in there. So we're like, $100, that's like the price that we've been waiting to get it for. So we were able to get that too, in addition to my dad also getting the Titanic. So we got the Titanic and the Indiana Jones set, which we're kind of going to be like going in halves on and then building together. And then I got the Trash Compactor Diorama set. You'd think that'd be it, $60 for that. I'm not complaining, especially for a retired set that's like hard to get at anything less than like $90 now, or $100. I'm like, okay, I see that. Let's see if there's just anything else here. And we were looking around, and that's when we saw, but wait, there's more. Boba Fett's throne room. It had a bit of like a big, there was like a bit of a hole in the back of the box, but he's like, since no one's buying that one and it's damaged box, I'll sell it to you for $50. And I'm like, $50? That's the cheapest I've seen it before, like online. And you know, that's not counting tax. And I'm just like, oh, $50, that's really tempting. But I'm just like, I don't know. I think I might need to hold off because I'm already spending money here. Plus, I bought the Pip-Boy replica that I talked about in the previous video, my now most popular video. So it's just like, well, I already spent like $200 on that, plus $60 here, and I might buy stuff for May the 4th. And it's like all this money being spent at one time. I'm like, $50. I just maybe next time. I just don't know about this time. And then my dad was just like counting up like the amount that he was buying in addition to the Titanic, and he's like, okay, we have 100, and this would be 160, and he's like, hey, would you throw in the Boba Fett's throne room for $40, making it even 200? And the guy's like, you know what? Sure, I'll do that for you guys. And that's how I got Boba Fett's throne room for $40 out the door. Damn! Which is wild, because I bet you that these minifigures here are worth at least like $40. They look pretty cool. Like, I think they're gonna go with the way of the Lego Star Wars and Mos Eisley Cantina figures, because those are all like unique, cool looking figures, or not all of them, but like the different like people in the cantina, like the different aliens and stuff that haven't been made before. I think that's kind of gonna be a similar story with the Boba Fett's throne room here. And now that I have the Boba Fett's throne room, it's like, okay, this may have been a mistake, because now I'm gonna have to buy back the Lego Cantina for my dad when I sold all of my stuff to him like a year ago, because I sold him a whole bunch of like Lego and action figures and stuff. It was kind of just wanting like a fresh start. I just had too much stuff. I just needed to get my priorities sorted out, that kind of thing. And I'm like, okay, this is pulling me back in. If I have basically Jabba's palace, well, I already have Obi-Wan's hut, that Lego set, and Luke's Land Speeder's Lego set, and I can get the cantina again back for basically what I sold it for. And then, you know, that's great. But then I'm gonna have to get Jabba's sail barge, and then to go with Jabba's sail barge, which is like the UCS set coming out later this year. Guess what else I'm gonna have to get? I'm gonna have to get the set that goes with that, which is like, I believe it's rumored to be like a Sarlacc and Desert Skiff set. So it's like, by me buying this, I'm basically saying, all right, time to get like all of Tatooine here and just build a massive Tatooine mock on my shelves, which would be awesome. And I've kind of done it before with the Luke's Land Speeder set, Obi-Wan's hut, and the cantina in the past. But now if I get Boba Fett's throne room, aka Jabba's palace, and, you know, then I also get, you know, Jabba's sail barge, and then I get the Desert Skiff with the Sarlacc, it's like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. But it's like it'd probably be a really cool looking Tatooine mock, you know? So it's like, okay, probably gonna have to do that now. Like, what have I done? What have I done? So yeah, that's my story on how I got myself a Lego dealer. Okay, it's worse than a drug dealer. I feel like this is probably more expensive than a drug dealer. It is really cool that I got these sets for such a good price. And it's crazy because like everything that the guy had was like a really good deal for the most part. And it's like, kind of need that, you know, like I kind of need like everything. I was saying, like, usually I'm like, okay, if I find something for a really good deal, I'll just buy it, because, you know, if it's a really good deal, it's probably not that much money, and, you know, it's not very often I find things for like a really good deal. But then these sets come along, and this guy comes along, it's like everything he has is a good deal, and it's like, okay, now I can't just buy everything anymore. Which is kind of like a funny way of thinking about it. But my goodness, either things that don't go on sale very often he has for like a good price, or, you know, just like regular sets are like 50% off or more, and or like close to it, and it's like, bro, that's the price to buy. So like, if you're able to like look on Facebook Marketplace, there's some really good deals on there sometimes, and, you know, it may be difficult, but, you know, that's what my dad and I found out has worked for us, and it's just really cool. And I thought, why not just share that with you? But yeah, that's really about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.